Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And I can't imagine that Week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in Week 2.
Now Hall to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hall again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Allen, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose Week 1 at home, and now here on the road Week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
2nd and 2.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffith. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. On second down, a run with Hall.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing on second down, McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Atwell.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
To the air with McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Throwing again, McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
McCarthy to the air again on 2nd and 10.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here's McCarthy.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
J.J. McCarthy.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 12.
Back to throw.
That is caught.
And some space here.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Xavier Worthy.
77 yards.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. McCarthy now on first down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission. But now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly had their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come. And haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Jets.
Luke Luke Musgrave as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. McCarthy to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Addison will go in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, they'll throw in McCarthy. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
They're going to look to throw.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Running right through him, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Allen is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, McCarthy.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
He's nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place.
That went out wide and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And
now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go.
Griffith.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And a good start out of the gate. 2 games played, teams at 1-1, and he's played about as well as you expect a rookie quarterback to play. But what's been emphasized on the team and by the head coach, everyone else, raise your level around him and help this young man along.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A handoff for Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Olave holds it in.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll look to throw again.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to Whitaker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
now 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Olave over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll run with Allen. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll look to throw.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Whitaker. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out come the Jets.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. This one deep for Wilson.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Braylon Allen. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 21-14, 2:16 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Whitaker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mahomes to throw it.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over the middle complete. That's Whitaker. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because...
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Down to the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. He's back to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel...